ladies and gentlemen, and fellow people from the north. We are back with another podcast. AG with Bruce Lewis here, and baseball's coming.
Yeah. What is it? Tomorrow's opening day.
Tomorrow.
By the time that we get this out, it's going to be 2 days. So,
yeah,
big day going ahead of us. Twins look to get at it with the Kansas City Royals.
Yeah, it is going to be a 3:10 start time at Kauffman Stadium. Opening day starters, we got Pablo Lopez, the newly acquired Twins, for all-star shortstop, second baseman, utility man, whatever you want to call him, Luis Arias. Pablo Lopez had 10 wins last year, 3.75 ERA, 174 strikeouts over 180 innings pitched. And then we're going against the veteran, Zach Greinke. He didn't play as much last year. He had 4 wins, 3.68 ERA, 73 strikeouts, 130 inning pitch. Former Cy Young winner. Won 6 All-Star games. He's kind of towards the tail end of his career, but I like that he's going back to where it all started.
Well, it'll still be a tough matchup, but I'm really excited to watch Pablo Lopez.
Oh, yeah. I did some research on him. Looks like he throws a mid-90s fastball. He's got natural sinking action. It's a fly ball pitcher for the most part. He's got a real hard changeup. It's in the upper 80s. He's got good velocity. Resulting more fly balls than most pitchers' changeups. He's got a real nasty curveball. You're gonna see a lot of swing and misses.
A lot of movement to it.
Yeah, and his slider, sweeps across the zone, has some two-plane movement, and his cutters. Not many hitters can hit it. So he's got quite a repertoire there. So it'll be interesting to see what he does. I'm really looking forward to watching him pitch. We've always struggled with pitching in the past.
Yep.
But I think we might see a little bit of a change this year. You look at the rotation, we got Pablo. So they already got the first 3 out. We got Pablo, Sonny Gray,
and then
Ryan, and then it looks like they're going to have Tyler Mahle and then Kenta Maeda.
Yep. So a 5-man rotation, which should actually be pretty good because then it'll keep the arms fresh. And especially since, they actually talked about it, Rocco Baldelli is going to let him start going deeper into the game.
He better do that because Sonny Gray came out saying, quote unquote, I don't think we're interested in going 4 innings and being happy. And I totally agree with that,
Yeah. I mean, if you're a starting pitcher, I think the average amount of innings pitched for a starting pitcher in the league is right around like 6 or 7. Give or take.
Right.
And I mean, if you're having a good day, I remember last year there was one time that sticks out specifically to me. Joe Ryan had a really good game going. Rocco Baldelli, I think, took him out in the 6th inning, 5th inning.
That's a Rocco move right there. That's what we call a Rocco move.
Yeah.
Hopefully we don't see too many Rocco moves this year. But, then we go on to the opening day roster. The catcher position, we got Vasquez and Jeffers. First base was going to be Kurloff this year. Looks like he is on the IL to start the season.
Yep.
Second base, we got Polanco. He'll be on the IL. So look for Gallo probably to play a lot of first base.
I'd imagine.
And, subbing him for Polanco, you're going to have Gordon. He's our ultimate utility guy. You got Farmer, and then you got Solano. So I'm not too worried about that. We got plenty of depth in that position.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm pretty excited. I mean, we look at what we project for the opening day roster to be. I think it was Gallo's leading off, Correa, Buxton. What was it? Was it Kepler?
That's what I'm seeing a lot of. Then you got Kepler, fucking whatever his name is. Max Kepler band 4th. You got Miranda 5th, Larnach 6th, Vasquez 7, Gordon 8, Taylor 9. Buxton, it sounds like to start the year they're gonna have him, kind of be an everyday DH.
Yeah.
Then ease him back into the outfield. So we'll see where that goes. But you keep looking at the roster. It looks like we got Miranda locked in at 3rd, Correa locked in at short.
Yeah.
Gallo will probably play a lot more outfield once Polanco and Kurloff get back. But we'll see. Buxton is our main center fielder, but we got the Gold Glover Michael A. Taylor. So that's a good pickup.
I'm really excited to see him play too. I know he's not really the greatest hitter, but as far as being able to field the ball,
he's a Gold Glover.
Right. So I'm really excited to watch this lineup play.
And you got Kepler in right field, and hopefully he has a bounce back year here. And then Gordon, you'll see Gordon DHing, Solano, Farmer, Buxton. We're going to see a lot of different looks this year.
Mm-hmm.
Bench, it looks like we got Jeffers, Solano, Farmer, and Taylor. But like we said, Taylor will probably be the main center fielder, and we'll let Buxton be the designated hitter.
Yep.
We just talked about the rotation. You look at the bullpen. We got Duran. Man, he throws some good heat.
Griffin
Jacks. I'm indifferent about him, but he does have some nice off-speed breaking ball stuff. Then we got Thielebar, George Lopez, aka Jorge Lopez,
Yeah.
and then we got Jorge Alcala, Giovanni Moran, and then our favorite player on the team, Emilio Pagan.
Fucking Pagan. I don't want to see much of him this year.
No. If we do see him, he better step it up or maybe get escorted out of some Twins games.
Look, I don't want a high heart rate this year, all right? I think I want to keep it down. I want my blood pressure to stay down here. I just would like to not watch him pitch that much.
He's like a Minnesota, he fits in well here. It's something we see a lot of. So, but yeah, I'm excited for opening day, Kansas City. I think it's nice that we get 2 series away, road series to start. We got KC, Miami, and then we head back home to take on Houston for the home opener at Target Field.
Yep, and look forward to we're doing a vlog that day, so
yeah,
we'll get that out to you guys.
Seeing a lot of fun, but yeah, you look. I was looking at the weather for next Thursday. It's looking like it's gonna be 36 and cloudy.
Yeah, that's not.
So if I remember right, last year, they had the opening day game set, and then they had to move it to the next day because inclement weather.
Yeah.
Yeah. So snowed. And what's funny is they're playing a road series in KC, at Miami. Trying to avoid the weather, but it doesn't look like the weather is going to be all that great. But let's see what the weather is going to be like for
KC
opening day. Yeah.
KC, I don't know. That might not be as warm as we think. I think it's probably only going to be mid-50s, maybe 60s, which is a lot better than here still.
Let's see here.
But as far as like weather-wise, I know they're probably not going to get snow. They're not going to get.
No, I know they get some snow. Well, it'll be actually be 71 and sunny tomorrow, so that's nice. And it's going to suck ass when they come back here and play in the cold.
Well, they're coming back from Miami, so that's going to be quite the weather difference.
Yeah, but then you think about Houston's going to be.
They're going to be playing in the elements, which they're not used to either.
Yeah, we're a lot more used to it than they are.
Yep.
Weather like this makes me miss the Metrodome. But, I don't care if it's 36 or outside drinking beer. We're built for this.
The booze will warm us up.
We're built for this. Yeah, I always think that, but we're going to have to take some tequila or something, really get warmed up. I'm bringing the choppers.
Yeah.
I'm wearing a jacket. I might even wear long john.
Couple layers. That's all we're saying.
Yeah.
So if you're going to the game, layer up. It's going to be pretty chilly out. Hopefully that weather changes a little bit before next week. But, FanDuel has the Twins projected at 84.5 wins.
Yeah, what are we thinking, over or under? Last year they had, 70?
Honestly, with this lineup, I have to say over. I don't think we're going to be a 100-win team. We won't be that good. We don't have that chemistry yet. But I think I could see us at least. I think with the pitching,
90. The new pitching staff will help out.
Yeah.
Just a bit.
Well, Maeda coming back is actually good. We didn't have him all year because he was injured last year. It's going to suck to start off not having Polanco, but again, we've got Gordon.
We got plenty of depth. I'm trying to find out what their record was last year. And I think they'll be better than last year.
Yeah, I want to say we were like 77.
78 and 84.
Yep.
So they got us going third. Last year we were third. So I've seen some projections got us first. Cleveland's going to be a real tough team this year.
Yep.
And the White Sox. You can't sleep on the White Sox. They're a tough team. They got Cease, Lucas Giolito. They got a stacked lineup, man.
I just
Anderson and company.
I still don't see the Kansas City Royals really doing much this year.
All they got is Bobby Witt and Whit Merrifield, and they got some. Bobby Witt's the only guy I'd be really worried about on their lineup. Looking at Kansas City's team, who do they really have?
The division's not going to be. I don't think it's going to be as easy as last year per se,
right?
Because it was. Honestly, our division was just kind of a shit show last year. But
they'll probably more than likely be dead last again this year.
Yeah,
but there's Detroit. So
yeah,
Detroit is not good.
I think it's going to be. Either
they got Scott Barlow, or they got a good closer. They got Chapman. He's kind of over the hill. I don't know what half these guys are. Hunter Dozier, he's not terrible. Nicky Lopez is solid.
Yeah.
This Vinny Pasquantino guy. not bad. But Bobby Witt, is the star of that lineup. Look on the outfield. I've never heard of any of these guys, so we should be good against KC.
I think KC and Detroit are going to battle it out for last in division. I feel like they're going to be bottom two. It's going to be really tough, like you said, against Cleveland. Cleveland's going to probably be our biggest competition, and yeah, we can't really write the White Sox off either. So
no, the White Sox are always a competitor, but we look forward to the month of April. And man, it is tough. It is tough, folks.
We got the reigning champions.
Yeah, so that's we start off with them at home, and then we travel, or then Chicago comes to us. So you know what? My whole thing is, let's just get the shit out of the way.
I mean, I'd like us to get tested early.
Yeah,
battle hardened.
So if you look at it, Houston's gonna be tough. Chicago will be tough. Then we got the fucking Yankees.
They're going to be tough.
Fuck them. Boston, their pitching staff is god awful. Washington's rebuilding. And then we go back, and then New York comes to us, and then KC, and then Cleveland, and then Tampa. It's really just a month of April is really tough. But, I mean, then you look at May, we got San Diego, the Dodgers, San Francisco, Houston again, Toronto.
May is going to be a big month.
May is not going to be fun. Hopefully it's fun, but...
But even if we sneak away with at least half of those wins, I would feel pretty good. I don't think we're going to get a sweep at all in May. If we do, great. I really don't foresee it, but I definitely
I don't see a sweep in May.
I definitely would like to get tested early.
I would love to have a sweep to start the season. That would be fantastic.
That would be sweet. And KC's really, honestly, KC is sweet potential.
Yeah. I mean, and Miami, they got Arias and Jazz and decent pitching staff, but
man, talk about that matchup. Arias getting to go against his former team.
Yeah, and in the World Baseball Classic, he was cranking them.
Looked really good.
But yeah, we got that 3:10 start tomorrow, so that will be great. But yeah, I look forward to the season. I'm projecting. I'm thinking like 88 wins, 87, 88. So I'm definitely going over that number. I don't know. I remember last year they started off pretty hot.
Yeah, we thought.
And then after the All-Star break, they just kind of.
Well, I think injuries kind of started to take a toll.
Yeah, and Rocco's an idiot too, so that doesn't help. And then we'll see what happens with these rule changes. Gallo's a big guy prone to the shift.
Which it's going to help him out quite a great deal.
Yeah. So as long as he can, hit it to the outfield, it'll be okay. But the outfield can still shift. So
right.
We'll see. But I'm excited to see this new pitching clock thing live in action. I feel like I'm going to get a little irritated at first.
Yeah.
But, they're trying to make the game more interesting.
I mean, we looked at some stats earlier. Already the rule implementations, the games are short. Have shortened by about 25 minutes, which is good because nobody wants to sit and watch baseball for
right. And, a lot of people's, their pockets can't afford all that, man. You can't afford to sit there
and have to buy the beers
and onions, get hot dogs, all the goods.
Buy the $12 beers.
And I'm so pumped for this vlog. It's probably going to be cold. We'll probably start off at Jack's or wherever, the Loon. I don't know where we're going to go. I bet Jack's is going to be packed. It's going to be, if you're driving down there, it's not going to be fun trying to find a parking spot.
Hell no. Yeah, it looks like a lot of seats are selling out at this place right now. So,
I don't think there's.
That's going to be a big game to go to.
Yeah, you think about it, there could be 40. What do we fit, like 40, I think?
What, 40,000?
Yeah.
Yeah. I think so.
Around there. We'll be in section 138 if you need us.
We'll be right over right field. So if you guys see us, feel free to come up.
Might be walking around.
We'll definitely see people we
doing
know.
some crazy stuff,
Yep.
Bruce
Alan said he's gonna whip his pants down and take a piss if the Twins win. So
Bruce is going streaking. So look for a little man running.
Yeah. I'm going to put the little Twins flag between my butt cheeks. Running.
I'm going to light up like a firework.
So, on to some other sports.
Yeah.
Timberwolves and Wild are actually looking really good right now. Timberwolves.
With Cat back, he had a game-winning shot the other night, some game-winning free throws.
Yeah.
They currently sit at the 7th seed, 39-37. They take on the Phoenix Suns.
I think as long as Cat doesn't come in and try to be that guy.
Yeah, and toughens up because he's the softest player on the team.
That is fair.
They got 6 games left. Team's healthy. It would be real nice to avoid the play-in tournament.
Yep.
So,
well, if we beat the Suns, potential to be the five seed right now.
Probably 6 is Golden State. There's like 6 games. If we need people to lose, we need to keep winning.
There's 5 teams right now that are in a rotation of if they win, they drop like 3 spots. If they lose, or if they win, they go up 3 spots. If they lose, they drop 3 spots. So it's a real tight race right now. The team's healthy. Is Ant back? I don't know if Ant's back. Actually,
I have no clue.
I don't
watch NBA. So.
I know I saw him go down with the
I'll watch
ankle
the playoffs, but hey, I know the numbers.
Yeah.
And then we look at the Wild. First in the Central Division, 43 wins. They got 95 points. They are first in the Central Division. Colorado is right behind them.
Yep.
They actually play Colorado tonight.
Yep.
So, this podcast may be released tonight. It may be released tomorrow. We don't know. So, don't be mad. Don't be a hater if we're off by a day.
Yeah, it's all dependent upon a schedule.
You just listen to the content, you take it in, and you give us feedback.
Yeah. And, they got 8 games left. It looks like they've got a pretty decent stretch. But, it's Minnesota Wild.
Yeah, they're usually a one and done in the playoffs. Just, kind of like the Vikings. Timberwolves are finally starting to get back. I remember the Wolves last year in the playoffs against Memphis blew like 3 20-point leads. Mm-hmm. So
actually, I saw just today too an article talking 50 Cent is getting his hands in on the Timberwolves.
Is he with A-Rod?
Yeah. So he's gonna have some sort of ownership deal or whatnot. I don't know what exactly is going on. I didn't read too far into it.
Look for them to maybe be on the move.
Yeah, I just saw that his name pop up, and I thought that was kind of interesting. I didn't know that 50 Cent dealt with basketball teams. So
in the club, man. The club.
So, but yeah, that's it for today. We're keeping up with the North. Be sure to hit that like, subscribe, and the bell to stay notified.
And this is the home of Minnesota Daily Sports Talk and other fun activities.
Yeah. Stay tuned. We'll be back next week.